What if the quick can of focus you grab is quietly wiring your heart into a crisis pattern that medications and workouts can't undo while the stimulants are still in your system?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster. Today we're examining how energy drinks push your cardiovascular system into chronic overdrive, why severe events can strike people who seem healthy, and what steps help you restore real energy instead of chasing artificial stimulation.
I'm Alara Sky. You'll hear why repeated surges of caffeine and other stimulants keep blood vessels tense, heart rhythm reactive, and recovery signals muted. We'll walk through documented cases, including a stroke linked to daily energy drink use, and finish with specific actions you can take to stabilize your heart and rebuild cellular energy.
Consider the blind spot first. Many assume serious heart problems hit only older or already ill adults. Clinical evidence says otherwise. Seemingly healthy people, including younger women and men, have experienced hypertensive crises and dangerous rhythm events shortly after consuming energy drinks. When stimulation layers on day after day, your cardiovascular controls get overwhelmed.
One case detailed in a medical report followed a fit, active man in his 50s with no known chronic disease who arrived at the hospital in hypertensive emergency. He was drinking about 8 energy drinks daily, roughly 1,200 to 1,300 milligrams of caffeine. Blood pressure lowered briefly in the hospital, rebounded at home, and normalized only when he stopped energy drinks entirely, making medication unnecessary.
His outcome shows how fast damage escalates. He suffered an ischemic thalamic stroke with weakness, numbness, and coordination loss. Some neurologic deficits persisted years later. The labeled caffeine didn't tell the full story. Ingredients such as guarana can add extra caffeine, while taurine, ginseng, and glucuronolactone interact with caffeine to intensify vascular constriction and sustained pressure.
Sugar compounded the strain. Large glucose loads raise blood volume and insulin demand, adding a second stress layer when you repeat these drinks across the day. Stimulants created the primary crisis. Sugar made the cardiovascular load heavier and more continuous, especially in someone relying on multiple cans to chase energy and focus.
Electrical instability is the other major risk. In a review of sudden cardiac arrest, survivors referred for genetic evaluation. A subgroup collapsed shortly after consuming energy drinks. The average age was 29, and most were women. Several carried inherited electrical disorders that often remain silent until stress forces the threshold. Survival depended on immediate defibrillation or resuscitation.
Behavior change mattered. Every survivor in that subgroup stopped consuming energy drinks and remained event-free during follow-up without new procedures explaining the improvement. Diagnoses in that review included long QT syndrome, catecholaminergic polymorphic ventricular tachycardia, and idiopathic ventricular fibrillation. Different paths to the same vulnerability. Electrical chaos under surging stimulation.
A key message from the investigators was simple. There's no demonstrable health benefit to energy drinks, and for anyone with genetic rhythm disorders, the appropriate dose is 0. Even in the general population, the relative risk rises in vulnerable hearts, and about 1 in 200 people carry a genetic rhythm condition without knowing it. Symptoms like racing heart, dizziness, or chest pressure after an energy drink deserve immediate attention.
Why do people keep reaching for them? Low cellular energy is the driver. When mitochondrial output is weak, you feel depleted and unfocused. Stimulants mask that problem temporarily. The result is a cycle. Artificial energy, vascular tension, poor recovery, and a nervous system that never powers down. The fix is removing the stimulant and restoring real energy production.
Start with a clean stop. If you use energy drinks daily or several times a week, remove them completely rather than tapering. Evidence showed blood pressure and rhythm instability resolved only after full cessation. Clear your spaces of cans and powders and mark each stimulant-free day on a calendar. That visible streak reinforces that you can function without an artificial push.
Next, audit hidden stimulants for 7 days. Write down every source and the time you take it. Pre-workouts, focus blends, fat burners, natural caffeine mixes, or stacked coffees. Patterns emerge quickly. Once you see how stimulation layers into your day, it becomes easier to cut the extras that keep your system locked in alert mode.
Rebuild cellular energy by fixing mitochondrial function. Remove processed foods and seed oils high in linoleic acid that disrupt energy pathways and intensify stress signals. Ensure adequate carbohydrates so cells can produce steady ATP. Most adults need roughly 250 grams of carbohydrates daily, adjusted for activity, to support stable energy production and reduce the urge to lean on stimulants.
Use exercise to switch your body into an energy-producing state. Choose brisk walking, biking, or simple bodyweight circuits at a pace where you're slightly breathless, yet able to speak in short sentences. Combine moderate cardio with basic strength work and daily stretching. These signals improve mitochondrial output, repair tissues, and stabilize blood sugar without pushing you into another stress surge.
Create non-negotiable guardrails. Set a firm personal rule that energy drinks are off the table. No exceptions for long days, workouts, or travel. Replace willpower with structure. Regular healthy meals, early day hydration, daily movement, consistent sunlight exposure, and high-quality sleep. Keep a simple checklist on your phone and check those boxes to prevent drift when life gets busy.
If you're wondering whether medication or fitness can offset energy drink effects, the documented cases say no while stimulants are present. The cardiovascular system stays in a stress response until the exposure ends. When the drink stopped, blood pressure stabilized and rhythm events disappeared, confirming that removing the trigger restores control.
Today's challenge is straightforward. Commit to a 14-day stimulant reset. Remove energy drinks, log every hidden stimulant for 1 week, and build a daily checklist for meals, hydration, movement, sunlight, and sleep. At the end of 2 weeks, notice you're resting calm, steadier focus, and more stable heart cues when you climb stairs or finish a workout. Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.